Everybody come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you. Everybody come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you.
Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season. Fires the three. The rebound by Atlanta. Williams up top. Pass to Okongwu. And stolen by Claxton. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Williams from long range. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about, is the 5-man phased out of the game? And all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And stolen by Claxton. Fast break, Brooklyn.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Williams. Powell with a steal. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Williams. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
It's Johnson with a drive. Powell for 3. Drills it from deep.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And 6-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks brand.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Giddey to halt the run. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. And Williams punches it home.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Johnson for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's Giddey. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Outside, Williams. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Whitehead. And that one is hammered home.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Outside, Williams. The three-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Whitehead. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They have no answer defensively inside.
To the middle. Stolen. Here's Wilson. The rebound by Atlanta. To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, it's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
To the wing on the left. Here's Whitehead. Three-pointer, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Williams into the lane. Thor can't get it to go. Nets leading by 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Now, here's Williams. Good on the shot. Williams has got 5.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Crafty move. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside. Here's Thor. The kick out to Johnson. Williams misses. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn out in front, up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Williams. Wallace outside. Outside, Williams. Here's Thor. Off to mark there with a 3. Brooklyn leading by 5. It home with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Picked it. And now the Hawks on the break. Williams from long range. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Nets making a change here. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Now here's Johnson. Wallace outside. 6 on the shot clock. Topic for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Pass to Murray Boyles. Outside, Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. Williams has got 5 now.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Wallace outside. Here's Thor. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nets leading by 3. The kick out to Johnson. Powell outside. Takes a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Wallace with it. Claxton picks him up. Topic for 3. Claxton with a rebound.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Here's Thor. No made baskets yet.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Okongwu. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Powell with it. Claxton with it. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time for some teachers.
Hawks trail by 3. Outside Giddey. Outside Williams. There's the triple. Clowney pulls it in. Now the Nets with it. They've led by as much as 10. To the wing, right side. Pass to Johnson. 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes a first. And the Nets making a change here. So he gets them both. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Hawks. Trailing by 5. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Powell. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Williams. It's Giddey on the wing. Pass to Williams. Over Powell. Back to Williams. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
So the Nets making a switch here. .103 left in the second.
Number 1, Pittsburgh. Now to the line to the Nets. Lonnie Boyd. Jalen Wilson.
1:02 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Giddey. To get back on track. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's a guy who's willing to mix it up offensively and draw the contact and get that opportunity for the old-fashioned N1. We see you, Josh Giddey.
That free throw good from Giddey. There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Stolen by Giddey. Outside, Williams. For 3. Tipped. And stolen by Williams. And here's the fast break. And he jams it home with authority.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Outside Giddey. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
When you look at Josh Giddey's overall skill set and combine that with the 6'8" size and the point guard mindset that he has, he is special. The playmaking, the willingness to score it in tough spots. This guy has got a bright future.
Here's Whitehead. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Hawks on top, leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's Giddey. There's the three. Can't hit that one. Pass to Johnson. And stolen by Williams. On the push. Here comes Atlanta. The pull-up. The shot no good. Brooklyn trailing. Powell in the post. Outside Johnson. The kick out to Williams. Powell for three. Williams grabs the board. You look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute. He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better. And great job to establish position and square up.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Now here's Giddey. Off target from outside.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Screen by Claxton. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Claxton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Puts up a three. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
This guy is quickly developing into an outstanding playmaker, Josh Giddey. Nice setup.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Making a switch here. Nets trail by 5. Outside Johnson. Claxton down low. Second chance shot. And he lays it in. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Williams from long range. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Out to Powell for the tie.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And he drops it in from the low post. And now just a 1-point Hawks lead.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Wallace, left side. Just 4 to shoot. Fires top of the key. Brooklyn pulls it in.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Powell's shot is off.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
2 minutes remaining.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. The kick out to Williams. Here's Johnson. Good D by Kangwoo.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Williams from long range. Rebounded by Johnson. Outside, Williams. There's a minute 26 left in the third. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Onyeka Kangwoo.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Taking 2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside Giddey to snap the cold streak. Yep, that one goes. Giddey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
To the inside. Here's Murray Boyles. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Hawks leading. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Wallace, left side. On target from range.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Tries it from the top of the key. Nice jump shot.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Outside Giddey. Wallace outside. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everything.
35.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Nets trail by 5. Outside Johnson. Driving to the basket. Atlanta with the rebound. Outside Giddey. Wallace outside. Pass to Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Claxton with the block.
Look at the wingspan of Nick Claxton on display. He sends that thing back.
Number 8, Zaire Williams.
And the Nets with possession here. It's a 5-point game. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Tries to break his ice. The shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now Williams. Just 5 on the clock. The three. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
From behind the arc. Rebounded by Johnson.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Powell, it's good. And Giddey has got the ball here for Atlanta. The lead is 2. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. Back to Williams. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
And Williams drops them both. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Wallace outside. From about 16, and the jumper falls for him. And the Hawks lead by 4.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Williams' shot is good.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And here's Wallace. Pass to Thor. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Nets.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
It's stolen by Johnson. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Minute 53 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Williams. It's deflected.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
Pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. Over Claxton. And Atlanta misses again. Brooklyn trailing. Out to Powell. Now Claxton. Pass to Powell to take the lead. Drops in the 3.
3 points.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Wallace with it. The kick out to Williams. Back to Wallace. Over Claxton. Here's Williams. And he hammers it down right in the face of Jalen Williams.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Wallace with it. Pass to Thor. From the arc. Misses the tray.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards.